The nightmare of most intended poultry farmers or beginners in this trade has always been poor quality chicks being supplied to them by some dubious DO chick suppliers or vendor who are only interested in what they will gain and not what the farmer will gain. The success of every batch of birds you raise depends greatly on the quality of DO chicks you stock. This is very important. You may use the best professional feed around, the best medication, and employ the best management practices. If your DO chicks is of poor quality, no matter how you feed those chicks, you will never achieve that massive weight you see or hear other farmers achieve within the shortest period of time. And the mortality of those chicks will be very high. Who is really responsible for this wickedness? Is it the vendor or the transporter? In this video, I will be showing you how to research and choose the right vendor or DO chick supplier that can supply you quality DO chicks as requested. Welcome to Farmbiz with Markay. In this channel, we show you how to maximize profit in farming through creativity. Let's get right into it. I have heard farmers lament about vendors or transporters swapping their DO chicks before getting to them. This is disheartening. I have even heard some of them lament that they swap their broilers chicks with cockerel. No matter how you feed such chicks, they will never come of weight like the real broilers. Who is really responsible for this act of wickedness? Having watched some videos on how to make your broiler grow big within the shortest time, you might have even put it to practice and achieve a very disappointing result. You might have used the best feed around, good medication, employ good management practices, yet the output is nothing to write home about. This is 100% possible. You might have been supplied the wrong breed of birds in the name of broilers. Choosing the wrong chick supplier can cost you money, your time, and even your entire flock. But if you have found the right one, that is the foundation for your success. But how do you get this right vendor or DO chick supplier, if you may ask? You sure cannot go directly to buy DO chicks from the hatchery, except you are a major distributor or you buy chicks in their thousands, as the case may be. And most of us have not gotten to that level yet. So we still go through vendor or the what they call the middleman to get our DO chicks. I don't think there will be a vendor or a DO chick supplier who wants to have just a one-time business deal or business experience with you, because they know you will bring more customers to them if you are satisfied with their services. Though this does not rule out the bad ones among them, who are only interested in the money they will make and not your satisfaction. Having researched the hatcheries and the different strains of broilers they produce on your own, these are what you should look out for in DO chick supplier or vendor before doing business with such supplier or vendor. Do you know most of these vendors, we relate with them based on trust in the highest order, I will say. Imagine someone you have never met. You transfer over 500,000 to him just to help you place an order for DO chicks, and he delivers those chicks to you. That is trust. The very first thing you must do before choosing your DO chick supplier or vendor is this. You must do your own research on the vendor. That is, how has he been relating with other farmers who have been using him? Is he just interested in the profit he will make from you and not in considering yours? Does he do after sales support? This is very, very important. Is it just a one-time, I've sold what I need to sell to this customer and that's all? Does he care if the chicks get to you successfully, the no mortality and all of that, or is just that money he wants? No. He should be interested in your success. Now, does he care about the status of the chicks, if they get to you safely and all of that? Even some vendor even go as far as telling you what to do to ensure a successful brooding. As soon as you tell them you want to book for your DO chicks, they tell you the basic things to put in place before placing your order. As in, how is your brooder? Has it been set up? Have you disinfected the where you want to brood your chicks? How is your heat source? Your lighting? Is everything okay? Before telling you to go ahead to place your order. Such vendor is an asset. Keep him on her. Don't joke with him. I have even seen a vendor who politely rejected DO chicks order from some states in the country because the transporters transport chicks to those states during the hot hour of the day. That is during the day. This will lead to a very high mortality of those chicks before they get to the farmer. To avoid stories and to keep his reputation, he rejected the orders. To most southern states in the country today, they normally transport DO chicks at night and they arrive at the pickup station before 10 a.m. Now, the second thing you also need to consider before choosing your vendor is this. Is the vendor willing to replace dead chicks at arrival? This is very important because at times this is unavoidable due to some circumstances beyond our control, because in most cases, like some of us who are very far away from the hatcheries, you cross several states before getting to us. Definitely you have some mortalities, though at times they will come to you, the best will come to you with zero mortality. But assuming there are mortalities, maybe 2, 3, 4 as the case may be, is this vendor willing to replace those chicks for you? Because considering the prices of DO chicks as at the time of recording this video, about 1,600, 1,005, as at the time of recording this video, when you lose one chick, you should know how much you are losing. If you lose 5 chicks, you know how much you are losing. That is already eating into your profit. Is the vendor willing to replace these chicks for you? Though in most cases, it's not immediate. Maybe in your next order or your next 2 orders, they will replace the chicks for you. But this you do in the presence of the transporter. You call the vendor, okay? That is, if there is any mortality, that is any dead one at arrival, though you've had 2 mortalities, 3 mortalities and all of that, a very good vendor who wants to keep his reputation and maintain a very good business relationship will agree to replace those chicks for you in your next order. Is this vendor you want to use, is he willing to do this for you? This is very, very important. Some other vendors do this by adding some amount per chicks to cover for these losses. So don't be surprised when you see that the prices of supplier A is a bit higher than that of supplier B. This shouldn't be outrageous though. The number 3 thing you need to consider is this before choosing your vendor is this. Does the vendor have a good track record of supplying quality chicks? Very, very important. You see some complain, oh, what supplier A supplied me the last time was very okay, but I don't know what he's supplying these days. Is that the case with this vendor? Or consistently you will see him supply good quality DO chicks to you? Is that the case? You need to consider this. Some vendors who want to keep their reputation will suggest to you the transporter you should use to avoid stories, except you choose otherwise. The 4th thing you need to consider before choosing your DO chick supplier is this. Does he or she keeps you updated if something is not going well with hatchery A or hatchery B, so that you can always get quality DO chicks from a good hatchery? This is what I mean. There are times some batches of DO chicks produced by a hatchery within a certain period might not be of good quality. A good vendor who has the interest of his customers at heart will notify or caution his or her customers not to order chicks from such hatchery for the time being and recommend another good hatchery just for the time being. Such vendor is an asset. You need to keep him or her because he or she knows that the success of your flock depends greatly on the quality of chicks you stock. If you want to be successful in broiler farming, the quality of DO chicks you stock can never be overemphasized. Research the vendor that will be supplying you these DO chicks before stocking your beds. This is very important. Having known these 4 things about a vendor before making an informed decision, you are sure to make good decision on the right vendor to use in stocking your DO chicks. Thank you so very much. If you find this video helpful, kindly do well to hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification icon, like, comment and share, as this will help us to reach a larger audience.